Hey guys. So, I'm sorry. I know it took me a little while from when I made that post because when I made that post, honey, I was still looking like bedtime. Okay. I was like, Spirit, can I just not show my face? There's like, get yourself together, sis. So, for real, that's how they talk to me. Get your ass dressed. No. Anyway, so y'all, yeah, so this dream that I had yesterday in the daytime, it's so crazy because I felt like I really did remember it because what I do is when I wake up, and I know I had this dream, I kind of walk myself through the dream, the parts of it that I remember, and it's like, whoa. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna clarify that. I'm gonna interpret that in a minute, right? But I was doing so many other things yesterday and trying to tap into so many other different energies and whatnot. I just put it off. But I knew it was coming because I don't know if you've been following me for a while. You know how spirit will just make me seemingly look how the lights are doing. Thank you, spirit. Uh I say the lights. Anyway. Um they'll just make me tired all of a sudden. And I wasn't really tired, but I was just like, I'm gonna take a nap. So I knew I was trying to tap into some information about Devin and Lyric's case, but so that's what I was thinking it was gonna be about, right? I went to sleep, woke up like that was not about them. Uh, but I still kind of procrastinated in the interpretation. So last night slash this morning, I'm having this dream and it was kind of deep where I was like, what the heck is going on? And I wasn't really participating in the dream. I was seeing what was happening. So, this is where I did participate to put me in the space. I get out at this building and I'm going into the building. I get on the elevator. You know how like you have the elevator from the garage to the upper floors of the office. So I get out and this place was not familiar to me at all. I get out, get into the elevator, and there's like pregnant women. Like there's pregnant women coming in and out of this building. And there's one on the elevator with me. We ride up to the first floor, and you know how like say you press the emergency button, but there's an operator that's like we'll be with you shortly. And the lady said something, but I don't remember anybody pushing the button. The lady said something like that. Everything is fine. We'll be with you as soon as possible, kind of energy, right? So the pregnant lady gets off on the first floor, but I don't get off. I stay on the elevator ride back down to the basement floor, the garage or wherever, and another pregnant lady gets on. We go up instead of the first this time. It's like, let's go up to the second floor. Go up to the second floor. She steps out of the elevator. There's a man out there. I got goosies right now. There's a man out there with like a big, it wasn't a rifle, but it was a big ass gun, y'all. And I don't know, well, he grabbed her in some way, like he was trying to take her. But when I tell you, she's she wasn't. I was gonna say she was Bruce Lee in his ass, but no, she wasn't that. She was just like fighting with him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like got to be about 8 months. She was fighting with him and whatnot, and like you know how you step out of the elevator and say there's a hall right there. Like you step into the hallway and there's like big glass window. Baby, she threw that man ass through the window. Like she threw him out the window. And the lady, the voice on the elevator is like, we are aware. We're addressing the problem like right now. But it's like, is the elevator getting goosey's going crazy? Elevator getting stuck? Like what? Why is this lady talking? Ain't nobody even pressing a button. It's like they know that the building is kind of being invaded, or there are some people in the in the building trying to take over some things. But it's like these pregnant women ain't taking no stuff. She threw this man out the window. Anyway, I woke up like, what the hell movie was that? Okay. So I knew I was going to have to interpret that one. And here we go. So, pregnancy is usually symbolic of someone working on something. You're cooking up an idea, right? Um, yes, you're about to give birth to a baby. Like say that's starting a new business or whatever it is. So let's get into this interpretation because wow. So at the heart of the reading, we see this Five of Cups energy. And the Five of Cups is someone who is, you can see, this person looks sad, right? They're crying over a situation or perhaps an ending or something that's disappeared or gone away, some type of change or transition, right? Because fives are all about change. But it's like they're crying over these things they have this emotional attachment to. The cups have spilled, but there are still some cups standing in the background. Those two cups, it's almost like, I don't want to say crying over spilled milk, but it's like sad about a situation that is coming to an end. But sometimes that can be being open to revisiting it or just approaching it again at a later point in a different way. What else do I want to say about that? In relationships, it can be okay. Well, we can't be together right now, but in due time, we'll be able to come back together. So yeah, there's a need for someone to not dwell on what was lost or what you feel like you lost. Focus on what remains and what can be done after the fact. So let me clarify this Five of Cups energy here. So, whoa. Okay, so we have this High Priestess energy with the Seven of Cups. So I feel like this is someone realizing, okay, I don't want to say reevaluating their dreams, but reevaluating something, okay? Looking at something, trying to figure out, okay, where should I shift my focus? And I feel like intuitively, you know, like you're being guided to go a certain direction, but it's kind of the energy of thinking of what it is I'm supposed to be focusing on, or what direction am I supposed to be going in, since whatever this is fell through, didn't work, or whatever the case, right? And I'm noticing this time, like previously when I laid the cards out, and there's still a lot of pentacles, but there are lots of emotions attached to it as well. So I feel like this is something that it could have been a creative endeavor, but this also could have been a relationship, or it could have been just something, because lots of pentacles are connected to stability, finances, your material security, those types of things. So this could also be related to a job, which I'm feeling likely that's the case, but relationships as well. So take it as it resonates for you. But yeah, so there's an energy of like, okay, I know where I'm supposed to go, and a need for you to kind of look for the positive in the situation. It could be an energy of celebrating what was good about the situation, and also trying to avoid this sad, depressed energy by surrounding yourself with positive, happy people, and focusing on your own emotional stability, but also manifesting the new, what is going to be coming in as a result of that. Because here we see the Empress. The Empress is the ultimate creator of the deck, right? The Empress is all queens put together. The Empress is definitely in an energy of attracting what is best and needed for her. She is the ultimate manifester, okay? And that Queen of Wands energy, boss babe energy, entrepreneurial energy. And guys, even I know you're saying like this is all for women, and it could well be, but this could just be that energy, that feminine energy, not necessarily a masculine, because you know we have both of them, each of us, right? Certain things are considered like that energy of taking action is considered masculine, but the creative process is considered more feminine, right? So that kind of energy, all right? So we have that Queen of Wands energy. That's someone who is in their truth, in their confidence. They trust what it is that they feel about a situation, and they're open to moving forward here. This is someone who looks at the good and the bad and uses them all to her advantage. Definitely leadership energy, definitely entrepreneurial energy, and open to what's coming in a positive way. All right. And then you have here that 7 of coins. It's like whatever this is, there have been seeds planted. It's almost waiting for a payoff. There have been seeds planted for whatever it is you're trying or wanting to do, or the way you're wanting to move, or something that you're wanting to move into. And now it's just a matter of kind of, one, looking at what good has come out of it, but 2, looking at the progress that has been made and waiting for your payoff. Okay, so there's that energy. Clarifying this 7 of coins really quick. Yeah. Okay, so see, there comes that masculine energy. For some of you, you could be relocating, but this 7 of coins is like you're waiting. You feel like, you know, you'd almost reached your goal, but then with that 10 of wands here, but there's something kind of overwhelming about it where it's kind of causing you a little bit of stress, and you're just not happy with where things are right now. Perhaps because, of course, you've been in this comfort zone. Like, okay, I feel like I was knowing what to do, and here we are changing the path, right? But with the Magician and the Ace of Wands here, I feel like this is you in an energy of realizing, okay, this is not the end of the world. I still got 2 standing cups, and I have the power to create this new thing, this new beginning. With that Ace of Wands, Goosies, you're being inspired. You may be receiving divine guidance, having dreams like me. Channeled messages, getting messages through other people, because Spirit often uses other people to make something clear for you. So either way, you're receiving this inspiration, that Ace of Wands energy. For some of you, you may be actually moving homes, relocating. For some of you, there's like this spark of passion, like, I can do this instead. It's that kind of energy, okay? So that's how you're showing up in the dream. So the next card out here, the main message, is the 4 of Wands. Let me shuffle these just a bit. And the 4 of Wands for me is definitely an energy of celebrating your successes, right? Sometimes in relationships, it is the halfway to marriage card, right? Sometimes it is having had some success and celebrating that success, or being celebrated by friends, family, loved ones for what did occur, and also expressing gratitude. It's like, thanks for the fun, the memories, the experience, right? Even if we didn't go like all the way. And I feel like that's exactly what this is. This is really also an energy of taking a break. Like looking at what you've gone through, where you've been, how far you've come, the things you overcame, the lessons you learned. Taking a break to kind of get yourself together. And really, yeah, doing some deep reflecting and gathering your energy, because there's going to be a payoff here. So definitely, while you're in this space where you're looking for the good, I feel like you're going to be able to see that, but you're also being guided to take some time to not only look at that, but reflect on that, okay? Walk away from that feeling of it being the end, like the end of whatever, right? Walk away from that feeling of you being stuck or feeling stuck, like you have no recourse. Definitely focus on, this is almost needing to take a mental health break, but definitely focusing on choosing not to be depressed or overanalyzing what it is that you're walking away from here. Okay, choosing to be patient with the situation, but also to nurture yourself and what it is that you love, and to take action towards what it is that you love. Okay. I feel like part of the overanalyzation and the sadness is because there's like a certain an energy of change, of course, but there's a certain uncertainty about what is next for you or what's coming for you. But just trust that what is unfolding and the way that this has happened is going to be for your highest good. Okay. And I know that's easy to say and sometimes more difficult to do, but trust that the divine plan is going to always have your highest good in mind, even if you don't feel like this is good right now, right? So say you lost a job, you got fired, or you laid off, or a company, a venture that you started didn't work out the way you planned it. There's an energy here of saying, okay, well, that didn't work, but I got to learn this, and this. So I'm feeling guided to start my own business. And had I not had that experience with that company, those are some things, some skills, some tools, some lessons that I would not have picked up had for my new company had I not been there as long as I was. And the ending had to come because I had grown comfortable or complacent, and I wouldn't have been pushed to move into having my own stuff if I stayed there, right? So it's an energy of looking for the good, looking for the value of what was, and taking that to kind of regroup, reorganize. And then definitely tapping into an energy of what it is you love. If this is a relationship, which for some of you goosies, some of you there's a relationship that is ending, that you're walking away from. And it's like we put all that effort in. However, what you did learn was how to navigate through relationships, how to speak up for yourself, even if it's a romantic involvement, how to express yourself clearly, and to honor yourself and your truth. And some of you also got a child out of it, right? Who brings you so much happiness, right? So it's that kind of energy. Okay. Whew, my goodness. I was thinking there's a lady that I follow called The Done Creative. She recently was guided to like this week actually. She does pick a cards, tarot readings, all these things, right? And it's not that she's done reading tarot at all, right? She just revamped, if that makes sense. So she's ending one channel and she started a completely new channel, completely changed the name of it, offers different types of readings on that channel than the one that she previously had. And I was noticing, because of course I followed her over there because she's an amazing spirit. I was noticing even now in the way that she's doing things, where she had previously felt like her likes and exposure had slowed on her new channel already. Her number of likes matches the number of views, right? So it's like, okay, sometimes you have to get rid of old energy to welcome in the new. That's just a really perfect example. And I was listening to her short reading this morning, and I was like, yeah, girl, that's exactly what you did, girl. Anyway, so here we are. What's connected to this is this energy of starting over. You have the Page of Pentacles. The page is a messenger, but the Page of Pentacles is also like someone starting fresh, someone starting new, where you kind of feel like a novice in the situation. You feel like, okay, I'm a rookie here, but you may not be a rookie. You just may be new in this realm, right? Like Amanda's new in what the person I was just telling you about. She's new to this particular channel because it's a new channel, but she's not new to what she's doing, right? She just had to revamp some things. So it's that kind of energy. Let's clarify that. So this is what's happening in your life right now. That is the reason for this dream showing up. Okay. Yeah. See? I love love that so much. So here we are in this Emperor energy, and the Star card energy is, so it's like where you're starting over, you're taking charge of things, and you are trying to stay positive and optimistic, and it's going to lead to not only healing and improved energy, improved balance. For some of you, this is something that you've been manifesting for a while. You've been manifesting this balance. You've been manifesting this happiness. But what they don't tell you about manifestation is, as you manifest these positive things, Spirit is going to say, great, we can make it happen now. They're on path. They're wanting these things now. So great. We got to remove all these things. It's kind of like doing a renovation. Okay. But it's going to lead to this energy of success, of happiness, for some of you of fame, for some of you healing, for some of you balance, but most of all happiness here. Of course, there is going to be, you learning to balance your resources, working with what you got to do and get what it is you desire. And that Page of Wands, it's an energy of learning, not only, or some of you teaching, learning, moving from whatever it is that's fallen apart to rebuild it, and moving towards connections that add value to you and your life. Okay. It is definitely taking a mixture of things to create what it is that you desire. And for most of you, like I said, this is a manifestation. So there's an energy of divine orchestration here connected to this, but it's going to lead to what? Queen of Pentacles, boss babe kind of energy. The Queen of Pentacles is often that mom energy who is focused on her own self-sufficiency. So some of you, this has happened for that. You may be also kind of resistant to the change, but Spirit goosies, the Spirit doesn't want you to be resistant to it, because this is where you're being guided. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is abundant. The Queen of Pentacles is stable. The Queen of Pentacles is not codependent. The Queen of Pentacles is self-sufficient. The Queen of Pentacles is confident. The Queen of Pentacles is grounded, right? She's a bad, shut your mouth. Yeah. So that's the energy that you're being guided. So even if you feel like you're starting over, Goosey's going crazy. This is where you're heading, all right? Whew. That next card out. What is being repressed? What you haven't consciously integrated. And look at it. It's the Nine of Pentacles energy. So this is that feeling of, when I see the Nine of Pentacles, okay, she's someone who is definitely abundant. She's stable. But she is also that calm, grounded energy, and she is a co-creator, but she co-creates with who? With the divine, with source, with spirit, with nature. So this is someone who is spiritually grounded and reliant on not only themselves, but co-creating with spirit. Okay, so this is about you creating your own space. This is you creating your own table and not trying to fit at anybody else's. Okay. This is you being able to enjoy life at a slower pace. All right. This is you asking for what it is you want and working to that energy. Let me give you an example. Okay. I feel like I'm still not there yet, but I was so in the eyes of society in a successful space, right? So I had new car, new house, great income coming in, right? And then one day I was just like, I realized like how much of my day I was working, slaving away. And I was like, Spirit, this ain't what we talked about. This is not what we talked about, right? And it's so crazy because I'm a person that feels like there's always something to do. There's always something to do. So part of my ascension journey has been to learn to slow down, right? Because it's hard to enjoy things if you're moving. But then when you have more, and you're feeling like you are growing in a material abundance, you may feel inclined to speed up, to work harder, to work more, right? So Spirit, I was like, Spirit, this ain't what I wanted. So yeah, things just started disappearing. It's like we got to rebuild this situation, because why? We're going to be able to move at a slower pace. We're going to be able to relax and enjoy what it is that we're building, and also be in an energy of fulfillment, also be in an energy where you're making your own rules, also be in an energy where you feel stable. I was going to say stabundant. So stable and abundant, as well as divinely supported. Okay. So I feel like this is what you guys are learning to do here. Yeah. So that's goosies. That's exactly what that is. It's a shift of mindset. All right. It's a shift it's learning to prioritize yourself. It's learning to give as much to yourself as you give to others. That's another thing, baby. This ain't about me though. This ain't about me. But baby, I can relate to this right here. Okay. So this is an energy of you taking a break and shifting your mindset. And we teach, part of that is society's fault. We teach that there's always got to be the hustle and bustle. But you were not placed on this earth to work yourself to the bone. All right. You were just not. That's society's way. And that's how they keep you stuck, fearful, conforming, controllable. All right. So what's happening for you right now is your mindset is being shifted about the way that you give to other people versus how you give to yourself. Spirit is wanting you to focus on you more so than anything. Focus on your dream, what it is that you want and desire for yourself. Where also, what is this Seven of Swords? Yeah. Where you may have been overgiving to people and relationships and situations, and allowing yourself to be manipulated to work harder, to work more, to stick it out with this person or that person, or to put in more effort and energy here. Spirit said, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Okay. And they're healing that mindset and changing for you. You're moving into this next phase where you're going to go see, where you're going to see, okay, your hard work, your due diligence, the effort that you put in is going to lead to your success, and you'll get to enjoy what it is you're doing. For some of you, that's going to be creating boundaries with certain people, because it's like, hey, I don't move like that no more. Perfect example. I tend to try to do, what it is that I enjoy. I work hard, right? But I tend to not want to do things out of obligation. I do things because it's what I love, it's what I enjoy, it's what I want to do, right? So just in that energy alone, you're not rushing around, trying to get things done. So when I go to places, say with my sister, and she's one of those people that's moving, always moving, I'm like, say, you're gonna have to take me home. You're gonna have to take me home, because baby, everything all this right here, 1, is not important. 2, it's not making me happy. 3, I don't be moving fast like this. Like, no, I want to chill. Take me home, right? Never fails, always happens. Anyway, so you get into this space, all right? And then last but not least, the outcome here, the lesson for you, is this Knight of Cups energy. And the Knight of Cups is just that. What do you love? What makes you happy? Okay, it is moving forward. It's forward movement, of course, and there may be some fear around it, because the Knight of Cups is someone who may be kind of intimidated by the forward movement. But as you can see, honey, horse got his head down and leg up. He moving anyway, right? It's an energy of keeping it light, doing what makes you happy. What else can we say about the Knight of Cups? It's definitely a creative energy, but it's about enjoying what makes you happy over other people, right? The pleasures in life, not what other people tell you the pleasures are, or trying to please so many other people. It's definitely what I want to say, being comfortable in displaying how you feel about certain things, your emotions around certain things. What else? If you are a person that moves into relationships quickly, we're slowing down on that. That's so funny the way that card jumped out right when I said that. Because the Death card, Scorpio energy, is an energy of transformation. The Knight of Cups can also be an offering being put forth here. But I feel like this is you moving in this fulfillment, into happiness here, into a new space, a new opportunity here that's going to bring you more peace. And for some of you, that's moving away from certain people, okay? And that's thus the ending and the anxiety and stress that's coming with that. Like I said, there's a little bit of apprehension for the horsey here in moving forward, but that Cups energy is like still excitement, an energy of emotional happiness, emotional fulfillment. Because look, this forward movement, this is going to lead to this Ace of Pentacles that is going to lead to this space of peace here. All right. But here we have this Five of Swords. Let's see what this Five of Swords means here. Yeah, for some of you, it's walking away from relationships that were manipulative. Okay. It's like an energy of you being honest about the situation, right? Was I happier in this situation, even though I'm sad that I'm leaving it now? Was I happier in this situation, or will I be happier focusing on myself, right? Because I'm sensing also a little bit of a resistance to this change of what's to come here. But like I said, that's about fear. I was looking at this couple who like I can literally kind of look at a person's pictures and see the energy. I can't explain it. Anyway, I can see certain energies, right? And so I have long thought that this masculine in this partnership was miserable, unhappy, was not as in love as the feminine. Anyway, they announced a separation. I was talking to my mom about them this morning because I was looking at this other couple over here where the man just, honey, he disappeared and they look so perfect together. But anyway, yeah, and my mom was like, yeah, the latest headline is that they're going to work on it. And I immediately thought that's the resistance to the change, because what the change is unfamiliar, right? Because they've been in this relationship a long time. So it's that kind of energy where I feel like what's going to happen as they resist that change is that they realize like, yeah, no, they were right to go with their first mind and walk away from it, right? Because ultimately your freedom and your happiness and your peace is going to be more valuable, and it's going to lead you to a better space than being stuck in where you are right now. So there's that energy right here. For some of you, there's going to be that conflict, right? Or do we just take a break, or am I being guided to be solo? Do I cut these people off, or do I end this channel completely and move to a new channel, or do I try to make this channel work? Right? No, Spirit is saying cut it off. There's a new opportunity here that's going to add to more peace for you and more happiness and clarity. And you'll see the difference in the energy, I feel, as you surround yourself with that positivity, that loving energy. Be careful of refusing to see something. You see this Two of Swords with the blindfolds on? Refusing to see something such as your power to create or manifest what it is that you desire. Okay, so let me tell y'all what's crazy too. My memory ain't jack. But this right here, these cards, I had pulled these cards and I was like, okay, Spirit said make it a video, but I knew I was looking a mess. So I was like, okay, I'll do that later. I was replying to an email, so I pulled some cards for this young lady. And when I came back, I was like, oh, what I need to lay out my dream spread, my dream interpretation spread for the video. Do y'all know I remembered every one of these cards and the positions that they were in? I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. Because my memory, sometimes I'll be like, my memory is jacked up. Anyway, so whatever it is that you're working on, that you're moving into this new space, this new thing you're starting to do, or you're being guided to do, or you're being pushed to do, of course, feel your feelings and mourn the transition, but don't stay in that place of mourning so much so where you end up being sad or depressed or stuck or over analyzing, right? Just trust that where you're going, it's gonna be amazing because Spirit has your back and you manifested this. So here you are getting what it is or moving towards what it is that you manifested. I hope this was helpful for someone. Bye-bye.